What's up, 8? How you doing, buddy? Oh, I hope so, buddy. I don't know how New Year would be better for me, though. I found the love of my life, got a beautiful baby on the way. Nothing could be better for me. Eight, are you gonna play some Grizzlies today, buddy? Or are you just gonna avoid them? Yo, what's up? Happy New Year to you too. Hey, do you guys have any plans for the New Year? Like you guys going out to party tonight or anything? Oh man, I feel so bad. Just giving everybody a minute to get in here. Not rushing. We only got 4 games. Only one of them locks at times, so I'm not in any rush, fellas. He says 2 at most. I want to have 4 in my build. But to be fair, one of the guys I want, Jay Huff, he's going to be like the least owned Grizzly player, so he don't really count towards that ownership. Let's just look at the Grizzlies while we're waiting on everyone, shall we? Sort them by ownership. So I mean, you can see Jay Huff, he's at the bottom of the screen. He's pulling 15%, but Cam Spencer is only pulling 6%. I think he gets plenty of playing time today. Luke Kennard, he's been playing great. Don't mind him either. He's only pulling 16%. Everybody else above Kennard, they're 35% and above, but I'm eating it today. I'm eating it today. Guys, if you would go love this, retweet it. It would help tremendously. I appreciate all of you that do that. Look like a couple bots done it. Oh, dude, as a Grizzlies fan, I love Taylor Jenkins, but God, sometimes he does some stuff that makes you go, what the What's up, Don? We ain't started yet, buddy. We ain't started yet. We still got 2 minutes before I'm gonna start it up. Oh God, I hate being sick. And I don't know if you guys seen the post in the Discord, but I did take some medicine, and I did not know it was nighttime medicine, so I'm fighting that too. Alright, what we got? Still 2 minutes left. Seems like so much more. Joel Embiid's out. My comment's soft. He's so soft. Oh, I absolutely agree, 8. But the thing is, today, I feel like he's got to. Jaren Jackson, while I love him today, he is known to get into foul trouble, right? What happens if he does? There's no backup power forward today. There's no backup center today. It's him and Jay Huff. That's it. I anticipate Jay gets more than 25 today. Jenkins can completely ruin that, but, I mean, I feel like Huff has to today. Yeah, I mean, Wells and Bain, neither one of those are big enough to play the 4. They're both smaller guys, you know? I mean, they're not smaller, but, like, they're not power forward size. What's up, Quentin? Chubbs. That's right. Huff's gonna take us to the promised land today, boys. Also, he's going to be core, but I really like a Cleveland player today. Really like a Cleveland player today. It is 5 o'clock. Let's get into it. Go position by position. Point guard, Scottie Pippen. You just can't avoid him today. I guarantee you in the $50 single entry, he's going to be 100% owned. Yeah, I'm entering 150 lineups into that one, Don. And it is Garland. But Scottie P, he's a core play. Can't get away from him. Love him today. I mean, just is what it is. Adam, I'm actually playing 4 Grizzlies in my lineup today. But if I was only stacking 3, it would be Jay Huff, Scottie Pippen, and Jalen Wells. That would be my 3 favorite. But Scottie P, core play, love him today. Just skip over it. I mean, you guys know what you're getting in Scottie P. Luke Kennard, been playing really well lately. I think he's going a bit overlooked as far as the Grizzlies players go. 27 minutes last game. Been shooting great. 6 for 12 last game. He's knocking down some threes at a 44% shooting rate. Happy to have Luke. Chris Paul's grading out well. Don't really like the matchup, but short slate and there's not a lot to go off of at guard. So if he falls into my lineup, I'm not mad. Kind of the same with Tyus Jones. He's a decent bring back to the Memphis game if you want one. I'm not going to be playing KD that much today, not near as much as the Field or Brad Beal, because I think that Booker's back, so not really into those guys as much as the Field is. But if I still want a bring back piece, I think Tyus Jones is fine. Mike Conley's fine. A guy I think is going to get overlooked today because of his price. What's up, Elite? And he's a core play for me on DK. I'll just throw that out there right now. Is Dante DiVincenzo. I know his price is high at 6K. His last 2 games, he's got 37 and 34 minutes. In those games, he scored 40 and 41 fantasy points, 22 and 26 real points. They needed scoring. I mean, Anthony Edwards called him out and said, hey, me and Randall can't be the only ones that are scoring the basketball. DiVincenzo starts getting meaningful minutes, and he's putting up the shots. I'm happy to play DiVincenzo today at only 5% ownership on a 4-game slate. Sign me up. I know his price is intimidating at 6K, but his past 2 games have proven he's going to get the minutes to pay it off. I think Chris Dunn's fine. I mean, you look at his chart here. He's going to play 25 plus minutes. Don't mind him. Harden, I've seen a lot of touts on Harden today, and while I don't mind him in my MME, I'm not going to be playing him in my single entries. He's just not played well lately. December 23rd, he had 43 fantasy points against Memphis, but you got to go back to December 16th to the last time he made value. Been scoring a lot in the 30s lately, and just not here for it. I don't want to spend $8,900 on a guy that might score me 32 fantasy points. I think SGA's fine. Nothing sticks out. The big thing with SGA is its price. I would just rather pay up for Wemby if I'm spending 11K and some change on a player today. But he is relatively low owned for a pay up today at only 12%. So if you want to go there, I understand it. But I just prefer to get the Wemby in that price range. How did I skip over one of my favorite plays here? Darius Garland. He's going to be a lock for me today. I don't know how I skipped over him. I'm sick. I'm sorry, y'all. The Lakers have been atrocious versus guards lately, and he has just dominated. Over his past 4 games, he's met or exceeded value. His last 2 games, he's put up 48 and 47 fantasy points, doing it only in 29 minutes last night against Golden State. I mean, I love LeBron today, but I think this Cavaliers team's too strong, and I think they're going to win with their guard play today. So I truly believe that it's going to be Garland or Mitchell popping off today. I'm playing Garland, that's the way I'm leaning, but I'm not going to be surprised if it's Mitchell either. You know, I'm not as high on Bane as the public is, Elite. He's not going to be a core piece. I'm going to have him, but I'm not as high on him as the public is now. Moving down the line here, all these guys are just MME pieces for me. Like, I'm not going to have Cason Wallace, Kevin Porter, Jay Mitchell, Stephon Castle, Trey Jones, Monty Morris, or Shake Milton in my single entries. Just that simple. Whew. Man, being sick sucks. I get out of breath just talking. Moving over to two guard, where another favorite play of mine today, going to be a core piece for me, Jalen Wells. He's just grading out fantastically. Only 4,100. You look at his chart and you're like, damn, this guy's not that good. But he's going to get full run today. I can almost promise it. 30 plus minutes easily. This team likes him. They're invested in him. They want to see him succeed. And 4,100, I'm happy to play him. Devin Vassell is fine. Don't mind him. But I don't like playing Vassell near as much when Wemby is healthy and playing, because he soaks up most of the usage. But if you land on him on a 4-game slate today, last 2 games he's paid off his salary, I'm fine with it. He's grading out fine. I'm going to be underweight to Bane. The public's on him about 35% today. I want to be around 20 to 25%. The upside is there. It could be huge, but don't like the matchup. And I just don't like how he's been playing lately with Ja off the court. He's honestly played better with Ja on the court. Moving down the line, I think Norm Powell's getting overlooked today. He is pulling 15% ownership. I don't think that's high enough. Dude's been balling lately. Has met value in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. Great matchup. Last night, he had 35 real points. I really like Powell today. My last core piece was between Garland and Powell. I'm going to have both of those guys in a ton of lineups. Just point blank. Talked about most of these guys. We haven't got news yet, guys, but I do anticipate LeBron is back. It's his birthday. It's against Cleveland. And I went back and looked, and that narrative is real. LeBron balls out on his birthday, and he's going against Cleveland today. Whew. Reeves, he's fine, but would look so much better if there was no LeBron. But with D'Lo gone, his minutes are solidified. Don't mind if I get to him. I'm happy about it, but like I said, look a lot better if LeBron's not playing. Brad Beal, I don't have much interest in. With Booker back. Ant, don't have much interest in against a tough defensive OKC team. Booker, coming off a 5-game injury stint, not really interested. Dort's fine if you need the value. I really like Cam Spencer here. He's going to get plenty of run today in this depleted team. Only pulling 6% ownership. He's only 3,700. Really like some Cam Spencer today. I think he's going overlooked. He got you 18 fantasy points on the 29th in only 22 minutes. And he shot 1 for 5. But he still got 5 boards and 4 assists. So, really like Cam. Going to give him a little bump here. I want more than the field has of him. They're at 6%. I want around 10, 15%. The rest of these guys just MME. Small forward, we talked about Wells. Really love Conchar today. I mean, when his shot's falling, he can kill you. Shot 8 for 15 last game against OKC. Played 34 minutes, scored 38 fantasy points. Happy to have Conchar. Gonna have a lot of him today. I do trust Conchar a bit more than I do Wells. So I would say Conchar is a bit safer. If Wells scares you and you want to replace Wells in the core with Conchar, I think that's viable. LeBron's a lock for me. Like I said, I was doing my research. The birthday narrative with him is for real. I think he takes over this game. I'm gonna have a lot of LeBron, and God, I hope he plays, because if he doesn't, I don't know who I'm gonna pivot to. Probably have to pivot to KD. But man, I hope LeBron plays. Don't see why he wouldn't though. I know he was sick. He's already missed 1 game. He's had plenty of time to recover since the 28th. I think Dean Wade's being overlooked. I actually played Dean Wade yesterday in my single entry after moving some pieces around. We got news that Embiid was in. I still played Maxey, which killed me. I did cash. But Wade, I was so scared to roster him, but I had to have that last guy in. It was him, and he put up 35 fantasy points for me. I was super happy with it. And looking at his logs here, the last 2 games, he's played north of 25 minutes both games. High value both games. Definitely don't mind him landing as the last guy in my lineups tonight. I'm happy with Wade. Derrick Jones looks solid. He's going to need to be on the court today. His past 2 games, he's played 30 and 32 minutes, met value both games. Definitely don't mind Derrick Jones Jr. And he's actually a better fantasy point per minute player than I thought. He averages 0.95 fantasy points per minute. We talked about Bain, talked about Powell. Jaden McDaniels I like a lot today. He's going to be on the court a lot. He's going to be guarding Jalen Williams. And he's just a great defensive player. He should absolutely get you a block or 2 today, maybe a steal or 2. And I can see him paying off that $5K salary. KD I don't have a lot of interest in because I think this game is going to be a rout. But you can't predict a blowout. But his ownership is just too insane for me with Booker back. Right now it's set at 29%, and that's just too much for me. We talked about all these guys. Jalen Williams, I don't mind him just because he's a good basketball player, but I don't like him being matched up with McDaniels. McDaniels is a damn good defender. I'd be much more inclined just to take the discount if he's starting and play Lou Dort. You really want some one-offs. I think Keldon Johnson's fine. Harrison Barnes is fine as a one-off. Maybe some Rui, but I'm still kind of waiting to see how DFS cuts into Rui's minutes. Isaiah Joe, if he is starting, is fine. Sometimes they'll randomly throw him in to start. Power forward Triple J looks fantastic. He's 38% owned. I want to limit myself to around 30% because Triple J has been known to get into foul trouble. And if he gets into early foul trouble, I mean, a lot of people are screwed that got him. I mean, last game against OKC, he only played 25 minutes because he had 4 fouls. I like him, but I'm going to be cautious with him. Really like Sohan today. I just like his game. He does a little bit of everything. Grabs boards, scores. You know, give me Sohan when he fits. Don't mind him at all. Really like Wemby today just as the highest upside player on the slate. And he's not as owned as I thought he'd be. I mean, sure, he's pulling 32%, and that's a lot. But I was really expecting him to be around 40% today. You guys, I ain't got to tell you about Wemby. I mean, his upside's 90 fantasy points, you know? Speaking of which, I had a Joker last night that put me up 80-something fantasy points. I think Mobley or Allen's fine. I do prefer Mobley. He just had a rough game against Golden State. Got into foul trouble early with 5 fouls, and he only played 25 minutes, putting up 20 fantasy points. I think this is a great get-back spot for him. Don't mind some Mobley today at all. Also like Naj Reid quite a bit because of how bad, and it's just been atrocious, how bad Rudy Gobert has been. He's been terrible. They've been playing a lot more Naj Reid just because of how bad Gobert's been. You want to, get different play, I think Naj Reid's him. Really like Naj today. Pulling 19% ownership, a little higher than I thought he would. I think Jared Allen's fine, but like I said, I prefer Mobley. But if you land on Allen, the price difference is huge. Don't mind it. I have no interest in AD today just because I think it's going to be a LeBron game. That's how I'm projecting it. If for some reason we got last minute news that LeBron was setting, then by all means, I'm going to at you guys in the Discord and tell you to load up on AD and Austin Reeves. I think Julius Randle's fine. Not somebody I'm just like hounding in my lineups, but he's fine. And a guy I think is getting a little overlooked here, and there's no way in hell I can say his name. Oso Ighodaro. He's really the only backup big the Suns have outside of Plumlee. played 20 minutes yesterday. If Plumlee gets into foul trouble or something, this guy's gonna have to play big minutes at only 3,900. I seen a couple guys in my single entry yesterday rocking him, and I mean, great play by them. He didn't really pay off salary, but I mean, he was 3.6K yesterday, so he definitely was viable. And at center, my favorite play of the entire slate. You guys got to trust me on this one. It's Jay Huff. I think he has to play north of 25 minutes today. He hasn't done that. Looking at his logs, he hasn't done that all year. But we talked about Jaren Jackson and his foul troubles, right? We talked about that. Well, if we look at center, the Grizzlies are depleted. They have nobody but Jaren Jackson and Jay Huff. Look at power forward. They have no big bodies. Jaren Jackson and Jay Huff is it. That's all they have, guys. Jay Huff is going to have to play big minutes today. And like Chubbs just said in the chat, he's a beast. 0.97 fantasy point per minute player. I want to be well over the field. He's only pulling 15% ownership right now. I hate giving you guys a center for a core piece, but he's my favorite play on the entire slate today, given his ownership and his potential upside. He's core for me. I love him. Only 3,900, guys. 3,900 is going to allow you, with our other core pieces, to get LeBron. Possibly Wemby to pair with him. Possibly SGA to pair with him. I mean, the possibilities are endless with a $3,900 center. And I think he's got to play most of this game. I truly do. Even if he does not start, I love him. Because he's going to get plenty of minutes. I honestly, let me see what Line Star thinks. Who do they think starting? They still got Brandon Clark in here. That's not going to happen. I personally think they're going to start Pippen, Bane, Wells, Luke Kennard, and Jaren Jackson at the 5. That's what I think they're going to run. They may run Jackson at the 4 and Wells at the 5, but regardless, he's going to get plenty of minutes. Even if he's not starting, he's a lock for me. Love him today. And if you want to go to the other side of the game with Mason Plumlee, I think he's a great play too. I don't mind Mason Plumlee today. Gonna have my fair share of him. But Jay Huff will be my most owned. I told you guys I really liked Zubac yesterday. I said I think there's a real chance he gets 18 plus rebounds in this New Orleans matchup. He scored 48 fantasy points and got 16 rebounds. He was a core piece for us over on DK and done very well. Really like him again today. But it's just a day where I'm going to be playing Huff or Plumlee in 99% of my center spots. It's a pay down day for me. We talked about Wemby. I think Hartenstein is getting a bit overlooked. And if you want to get different piece, I mean, he's the lowest owned center unless you go to Oso Ighodaro. Hartenstein's the lowest owned. And I think the matchup's being overlooked. With how bad that Rudy Gobert has been, Hartenstein should be able to dominate him. This dude's a great center, too. 1.27 fantasy points per minute. He's my favorite get different center today. We talked about Mobley and Reed. I have no interest in Gobert as bad as he's been playing. No thanks. Hartenstein's a beast in the paint. I don't want any part of it. But that'll do it, guys. We got to give the core now. We'll start it off with our Grizzlies players. First, it's going to be Scottie Pippen. Then we're going to go to Jay Huff at center. Then we're going to go Jalen Wells. We're going to put him at the small forward spot. Power forward, it's LeBron. If he will get on here. And my last core piece is going to be choose between them or play them both. It's either going to be Darius Garland or it's going to be Norman Powell. Because I realize if I give you just Darius Garland, it's going to take up both point guard spots. I'll run it with both. So, I'm going to put it in the Discord now. If you guys aren't in the Discord, it's linked in the chat. It's linked down below in the description. Join us. You can reach me in there anytime where I can answer any late swap questions you have. This feels like my flu game, boys. Oh, I meant to run that while I'm typing this up. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I misspelled that. Alright, there you go. It's posted in the Discord, the FanDuel Core. Let's look at what we're getting here. I don't like this first lineup because it's got KD in it, but this second lineup, sign me up all day, every day. I'm getting 4 Grizzlies, which, hey, that's how I'm playing today. And I'm okay with it. But I get the core, and outside of the core I get Desmond Bane, who I want to be lower in the field on, but he has huge upside. Dante DiVincenzo as my low-owned piece, only 5% ownership. I'm happy with that. I gotta risk it with Dean Wade. I'm okay taking that risk because it allows me to get Wemby and LeBron together. Sign me up. I am so happy with that. I will be happy to rock that all day. And if we take Garland out and we just throw some Norm Powell in here, I'm sure our lineups are gonna look similar. Yeah, Elite, normally I don't like to, but today is just a day where you gotta do it. Pippen, Garland, DiVincenzo, Wells, Powell, LBJ, Wemby, D-Wade, and Huff. Yeah, I mean, that's the one I just went over, Chubbs, but I love it. I really do. And reran it with Norm Powell, and I'm not liking these lineups as much, but I still don't mind them. I think my favorite would be this one here. You get Wemby in it. I really want some LeBron and Wemby together today. Let's just breeze through some DK real fast. Point guard, Scottie Pippen. Can't get away from him. Love him today. But core piece, DiVincenzo. He's going to be the first core piece on DK. But I love Scottie Pippen and I love Darius Garland here. On DK, I keep my player pool much tighter than I do on FanDuel because I only play single entry on DK. It's going to be Pippen, DiVincenzo, Garland. Those are my 3 point guards today. 2 guard, Luke Kennard, 3,800 is just far too cheap. Pretty much a core play. Small forward, Norm Powell sticking out over here. Love some Norm Powell. Keldon Johnson at only 3,500 is kind of criminal. I know he hasn't played many minutes lately, but that price is just, it should be illegal. I got you, Chubbs. LeBron looking amazing over here. He's a core piece as well over on DK. At center, it's Jay Huff City. I mean, he's core over here too. Love him. Can't get away from him. Give him to me. And my last core piece is actually going to be Luke Kennard over Scottie Pippen. I still love Pippen, by the way, but that's my DK core. I'm going to run it and post it in the Discord, but it reiterated DiVincenzo, Kennard, LeBron, Jay Huff. Only 2 Grizz in there. I fully expect my builds to have way more Grizzlies. Adjust that some. Let me post that in the Discord. No, thank you guys for tuning in and putting up with this terrible coughing crap I got. But I mean, looking at DK, you got 2 different builds going here, and I like both of them, honestly. This first one's more of a even playing field, right? It's not stars and scrubs. It throws Scottie Pippen in there, and DiVincenzo, Kennard, James, Huff, you know, the core pieces. But then I get Garland, Powell, and Zubac, all guys I really like. But the second one gives us SGA to go with it. And we still get Zubac as well. You gotta eat Derrick Jones Jr., but at 3,600, I'm okay playing him. Really like both of these lineups, boys. Mobley and AD's ownership. Let me look. Mobley's 15%, AD's 8%. Pippen, Dante, John, Triple J, Zubac, Tyus, LeBron, Huff. Who can you pivot off Tyus from? I don't really care for Tyus. And Zubac I really like, but I think if you wanted to, you could move to Plumlee, and if you move Zubac to Plumlee, it's going to open so much salary up to get off Tyus. Because I don't care too much for Tyus. Like, he's okay. If I'm playing MME, I'm happy with it, but a single entry, I'm not in love with that elite. Tyus and Booker. Tyus is 18 and D-Book is 15. $5.5K to swap off Tyus at just the guard spot. If we just go by projection. I mean, just by projection, Tyus is the best pure projected. So, I mean, you pick the best one you could have there, elite. I mean, Don, it's his birthday, and he's going against Cleveland. I just don't see a world where he doesn't place. Thankfully, if you leave $100 over, you can pivot to KD, emergency situation, you know. J-Dub and Ant, let me look. Jalen is 11.9 and Anthony Edwards is 9.9. That's true. I mean, I really like Zubac. I mean, I think Zubac gets overlooked. Not only in like the DFS realm, but just like in general basketball. Like, he's a better player than people give him credit for, honestly. If you guys had to guess, who pops up and ruins the slate today? Who is your guess? Who do you think just totally ruins the slate out of nowhere? Kevin Porter is 7% owned, but he did only play 16 minutes last game. Wemby, Triple J, Hey, like I said, Elite, I like Triple J. I'm gonna be playing him, but I will be under the field to Triple J. That's a heads up to everybody. Over the field on Huff, under the field on Triple J. Because he scares me with foul trouble. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps tremendously. And join our Discord that's linked in the chat and down below in the description. Got news for tomorrow. Kyrie Irving's not listed on the injury report. Julius Randle? Yeah, I can see that. So, something I didn't go over, guys. I expect, just me personally, Devin Booker's gonna play. If Booker sets, KD looks much better. So, just a heads up to that, guys. Spurs are gonna start Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Sohan, and Wemby. Whoever starting Harden, Dunn, Powell, Jones Jr., Zubac. So, Barnes, he's fine. Aaron Wiggins is interesting. I don't think so. I mean, he has played decent minutes lately, but I still won't get there at that price. Norm's ownership is 19.2. 19.2. Randall and Wimby, let's take a look. Wimby is 33.3 and Randall is 15.2. 19 beers, welcome in, guys. Please, please, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps me tremendously. More importantly, join our Discord linked in the chat and in the description down below. It's free, and I'm always available in there to help you guys with any late swap news. Any late swap news. You can at me at any time in there with any DFS questions. As long as it's not like Colombian water polo or something, I probably wouldn't be able to help you with that too well. Is Spida chalk? No, I don't think so. He's 18.6, which 18.6 isn't really chalk on this site. Damn. Lost the one I was looking for. And this is a part of the show where if you guys need any help, just do like these guys in the chat are doing and ask away. That is why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys out. I don't mind Jared Allen today. He is 16.7% owned, which is honestly a little higher than I thought he would be, but I don't mind him. You guys got questions, ask away. That is why I'm here. I am here to help you. What site, Adam? I do like Huff and Spencer myself. And Shy is 12.4%, so definitely not chalk. What site though, Adam? FanDuel? Okay. Give me just a second. I'm uploading my lineups and I'll take a look. It's probably SGA, but I don't mind Dort today. I really don't. Alright, let's take a look. Just at the Thunder. I mean, straight up with you, it would be Hartenstein, but center spots filled for us today, so we're just gonna erase Hartenstein. But it would be SGA, then followed by Dort. I don't mind Dort, but if we look at the small forward and shooting guard position, and where's Dort? He's 4,900. Let's look at those around him. So, I got a couple above Dort, right? I would rather have Wells, Conchar, Wade, and Derek Jones. Harrison Barnes, I'd probably rather go with Dort, but Derek Jones is getting overlooked today, in my opinion. I actually just uploaded my $100 single entry, and he's in it. I have faith in him. But if you're at the 2-guard spot, it's all Grizzlies, unless you want to run Dunn. I don't mind Dunn, but I trust Dort a little more. See, I don't know. I was trying to predict that myself, 8. I think I took him out of my rotation. Or out of my player pool, I'm sorry. No, I still got him. He just didn't project that well for me. It's just hard to tell. I think Booker plays, and I think that really limits his upside. So there's just no way I could get to him today personally. Jaren is 39.4 and LeBron is 11.3. I think that LeBron will come up though. I think Chris Paul is fine conflict, but I'm not forcing him into any lineups by any means. I definitely don't have him in my single entries, but I do have him in my MMEs. Give me just a second. I am uploading my DK lineup. I don't understand why people are overlooking Luke Kennard on DK. Like, Linestar has him at 30% owned, but I'm not seeing any other touts on him at all. Alright. Got that done. Let's see here. DK single entry of Garland, Kennard, Conjure. Yeah, I think that's perfectly viable, Don. I don't mind that at all. And what about Sohan? Sohan is 19.5%. But let's see here. So Reed in your utility spot? I'm playing 2 centers on DK. Okay, so Reed's probably in your power forward or forward spot of 4,500. Let's take a look. What you could get here for 4,500. So, honestly, your best bet is Luke Kennard, but you already have him. And then it's either Naj Reed or Dean Wade, whichever one you feel more comfortable in. I think Nas has the higher upside, though, so I think you're chilling, man. I think that's a solid lineup. Wow, 15 minutes before the slate locks, and I have all my lineups in? This is weird. It's normally never like this, gents. We got the 2 early game starting lineups. No surprises. Wow. I just want to say, guys, if Booker does not play, KD looks fantastic. I expect Booker to play, though. Also, LeBron is not confirmed in. I expect him to play, but if for some reason he sits, I will be updating you guys in the Discord. I think our best bet is to pivot to Kevin Durant for 100 more. And then Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis become elite plays. But like I said, that's just what ifs. I will update you guys as soon as we get that news. 12 minutes to light, boys. If you guys have any questions, please hit me with them. Devin's ownership? Let's take a look. 38%. What site are you on, Adam? If you're on FanDuel, I can show you. That's an interesting one, Don. I don't mind it, though. All FanDuel? Okay, so if you're using OnStar, I don't know if you are or not, but whatever opto you're using, click your My Lineups and then Export Set right here. You click that, and it will download a CSV file for you. Just double click it to open it. You can't see it on my screen, but it is open. And then it'll have a bunch of numbers. You just select them all, right click copy, and then I'll do it on here. I don't care to show my FanDuel. You go to FanDuel, you click upcoming, and you should see right here where it says CSV edit. You just click that and then download a CSV template, and you will open that, and then you will copy and paste all of those lineups that you had originally downloaded into this template, save it, and then click upload right here on FanDuel. Can I move that? Yeah, I'm only playing 383 lines today. Nothing too crazy. $383, wow. Oh yeah, that's normal. It's usually like between 350 and 500. What's up, sir? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. You guys got any questions, hit me with them. That is what I am here for. We got 8 minutes to lock. We're just wasting time. My lineups are in. Only news we're really waiting on is if LeBron's playing and if Booker's playing, but I'm fairly confident that both are going to be playing. Anyone got any plans for the New Year's? Anybody going out to party tonight? Oh man, I am so sick. It is ridiculous, and I hate it. That's why I sound terrible. Sorry, you guys gotta listen to me. Same with me, sir. Same with me, buddy. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit the sub button. It helps tremendously. But even more importantly, join our Discord. It is linked down below in the description and in the chat. I can always help you in there. I can only help you on here when we're live, but in there you can at me at any time and ask any questions you have. Completely free. We have a paid section where I post my cores just in case you can't make the YouTube show, but anyone can ask me questions in there. That's not just for premium members. I want to help you guys. That's what the Discord's for. Kept getting an error message. Send it to me on Discord, Adam, and let me see what the error message is. You only got 5 minutes though, so I'm trying to help you out real fast. How many lineups are you trying to upload, Adam? That's right, Don. We're growing, baby. Every day. Yeah, it could be missing a spot. There's a ton of them. Honestly, guys, I've been playing DFS since 2013, 2014, and JG helped me tremendously with my multi-entries. Yeah, send it over, buddy. Send it over. Send it over on Discord. I don't know much about the YouTube messaging system. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Thousands of views per.
Could be, Don. I don't know for sure. Dun Conchar or DiVincenzo Wade? Dun Conchar for me is much safer, but I think DiVincenzo D Wade has a higher upside. Ooh, I don't have a clue what that means, Humpty Dumpty. Or Adam, sorry. Here, can I call you and you share your screen? Will that work, Adam? Man, I'd hate for you to lose all this money in entry fees. You can still pull out if you want, and I can show you how I do it after the slate starts if you want. Like, you could upload one manually if you wanted to go that route. But that would be one lineup 50 times. Just running really low on time here, buddy. 3 minutes. I don't want you to get screwed. Later, Conflict. I hope the best for you, buddy. Can't wait to see you take down. I mean, still, even a quarter, you know. Happy New Year, guys. Conchar or Wells on DK? I really love them both, brother. You can't go wrong with either one. If I had to just pick one, it would be... I know we're low on time. If I had to pick one, it would be Wales. Pippin, Garland, Dunn, Wells, Powell. I love that, Chubbs. Very close to how I'm running it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. I can't say thank you enough. Look forward to seeing your names at the top. Later guys, I'm out of here. See ya.